Hey, hi everyone. Hi, I'm gonna make a couple of things tonight, and they're tortillas. Actually, tortillas. I have quite a few videos on tortillas, like I do with tamales. I just there's a couple of recipes that I do have for some tortillas. One of them is a spinach pesto tortilla. I'm not too sure, but anyways, it's a recipe that it's a recipe that I use when I was going to buy some tortillas, and I thought, well, I'm going to make my own. So anyway, so I'm going to show you one recipe, which is a sweet potato tortilla, which is kind of like a tortilla dulce. Tortillas de harina dulce, but these have wheat, and they have flour, and they have a little bit of brown rice in them. You can make the kind that you want. You could do a multi-grain. Actually, you could also do a cassava flour. I think I have a couple of tortillas. Anyways, but I want to show you real quick with this tortilla. This is my spinach pesto. I'm letting it rest. And the thing about making tortillas, flavored tortillas, is to keep the flavor while you're wanting to keep the elasticity and the consistency of the dough. So, and that's really important, to keep the dough where it's not too sticky, and it should be like Play-Doh, and you just kind of wing it depending on the flour. So I mean, there's a lot of recipes out there, but you just got to feel it with your hands. And so the most important thing is try to incorporate flavors that are really good for the main ingredient. That, like for the spinach tortillas, I use a pesto because pesto goes real well with spinach. So that I had some pesto in the freezer, and then I just kind of melted it and incorporated. I add some extra virgin olive oil to it, and then I made it, the main ingredient was flour, of course, and then I added some of my my whole wheat, high protein, and then just a little bit of salt, and a little bit of I did add some brown rice as well, the brown rice flour to that. I didn't have any barley, but that's another good flour to use, is barley. Anyways, and then I mixed it up, and then of course I'm letting it rest. So just feel like making tortillas. And then I have I have my flour ready, and that's allspice in there that I put it. And so I'm gonna do the sweet potato, and I've already blended it. I blended it with a little bit of water, liquid, and then some maple syrup. This Vermont maple syrup that I found. It's got a little bourbon in there. And then I put some allspice. I put some other ingredients like nutmeg and mace, because I know that goes really well with the sweet potato. So I'm thinking sweet potato pie, want a little bit of sweetness to it. So, and then it's okay to taste, and it's the same flours, but only I'm gonna make it sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do. Oh, and I went ahead and I made some ghee out of this Earth Balance, and that's what I'm going to use for the oil. And I just went ahead and I cooked it. And so I'm just going to use the top part of that, and that's the ghee. And try to eliminate I'm waiting for it to settle down so I could use it. Anyways, and I can put it in there. Okay, so here we go. I'll go ahead and see if I can get that going over here. I got my cast iron skillet over here that's heated up over here. So okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there very carefully without pouring in the other stuff. And that made about a good tablespoon and a half. There's a couple cups in there. Oops. Sorry about that. bad is I think they're gonna take off the trim, so you're gonna get all my oopsie bloopsies, and because I'm still kind of like new with the YouTube, even though I've been using this. Well, I'm just a little old school, whatever. Okay, there you go. Alrighty, let me get this carefully, my spatula. I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is take my pureed and then pour it in there. I can feel the lumps in there. There's a couple lumps. And then I'm going to go ahead and you just basically you can use your spatula or your hands. I'm going to use my hands, but I'm just going to incorporate real quick with the spatula. See if I can mix some more of this oil. That's good enough. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of water at a time. So I want that flavor of that sweet potato, so you can see that. See that? Let me get this out the way. Don't need it anymore. See how it's getting nice and soft? Alrighty. And then I'm going to go ahead and try it. Oh, those are going to be good. I'm going to add a little bit more flour to that. Just a little bit. Squish it, and you can squish it in between your hands. You see how I'm doing that? Just like you would bread. Okay. Add a little bit more flour to that. I'm supposed to keep one hand clean, but that's not happening. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of my, I would say, you know what, I'm just going to add some pumpkin spice to that. I mean pumpkin, that's pumpkin spice. I want to flavor up that sweet potato a little bit. And then I'll probably put a little bit of sugar, just a little. A little bit of sweetener in there. I do have the the maple syrup in there, but I don't want to use it all, so I'm going to just put just a little bit. There you go. good consistency. It's really good. That's good. All right. So I'm going to allow that to rest. Cover it up. Allow it to rest. Put it over here. Then I'm going to take all this stuff up. I don't need it anymore. Okay, so I've seasoned it with a little bit of coconut spray. Nice and seasoned. Or whatever kind of oil you'd like to use, season it up. And I'm going to move you a little bit over here. I'm going to go ahead and start with some extra flour. Okay. Let's see if I can put this up here so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Alrighty, I have very limited space on my counter, so I'm trying really hard because I don't want my thing to scorch, that's for sure. Okay, so make sure your dough is placed in a cool area. I'm going to put it right by the window. It's really easy. Okay. And you're rolling it outside in. It's nice and soft. I like it when my tortillas are soft. And as thin as you can. Oops. mantel I'm going to use. That's a hot spot. A nice clean towel. Get a different towel here. A nice little nest. Oops. That happens.